guys? This is David. Welcome back to the channel. As always, remember to like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I would really appreciate it. As always, I am not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. You'll appreciate it a little bit more in the long run when you've done your own research. And you're not just out here blindly following somebody like me or anybody else. So always take pride in doing your own research and learning this information for yourself, because the more you learn, the more you earn. So, but hey, this video not going to be a long video. Want to give you guys an update on one of my goals that I set, and that's having 100 shares of Apple. So this is my update on my goal to have 100 shares of Apple. So I like to keep my Excel tab. It just helps me stay on track on what I'm trying to do and the goals I'm trying to accomplish. So we're gonna jump right into this Apple, and let's just see where we stand, what we've done since the last video or update, and let's just jump right in. So here we are. So just to give you guys a brief overview, if you haven't seen a video before, we started this goal of 100 shares of Apple back in December of 2023. At the time we started this goal, I had 91.357 shares of Apple. And if you know the price of Apple, Apple's actually trading at $226 a share right now. So this is not a cheap stock, right? It is not a cheap stock at all. So, it's easy. It was not as easy to say, hey, we're just going to go and buy such and such shares of Apple, or 10 shares of Apple. Everybody doesn't have that type of money on hand ready to invest, just the average person, right? Some people live in check to check or whatever, whatever the case may be. So what I like to do for myself, and maybe it can help others, is do like little creative investing challenges or goals for myself to help me build up shares over time. So, and this is one of the many challenges that I do that helps me stay on track with some of my investing goals. So, like I said, we are at the start of this challenge, we had 91.357 shares of Apple, and we are currently at, as of the time of this video, 96.602 shares of Apple. With our most recent purchase being this last Friday, we purchased $14.98, which is it gave us 0.066 shares. And like I said, it brought our total to 96.602 shares. And you see the consistency. We've pretty much been investing every week, whatever money we can to this goal to reach 100 shares of Apple. You see the dividend we received back in August. I'm actually expecting a dividend this week for November. Should be on the 15th. Should be on Friday, I'm thinking. I haven't confirmed that, but I'm sure it's around that time. So we should have another dividend that we should be receiving from Apple, because Apple does pay a dividend, and we'll invest that dividend. And you see how we've been investing ever since the last dividend payment. So we're currently at 96.602 shares. Let's take a look back up here. Total shares we've purchased since the beginning of this challenge is 5.245 shares. We have invested a total of $1,027.23 into this challenge. And we are 3.398 shares away from our 100 share goal of Apple, which I think for me is a major accomplishment to have 100 shares of Apple. I don't know the direction Apple is going to go over time, but I think I'm up maybe 140 something percent on my Apple portfolio. I've been buying Apple for quite some time. It's one of the original positions that I jumped into years ago, along with Amazon, Google, Facebook at the time, and Apple. So my three biggest positions are Apple. are Amazon, Google, and Apple. Those are my three biggest positions in my portfolio. So I talk about some ETFs, I talk about dividends, I talk about all these other different things, but my three biggest positions that I currently have is Amazon, Google, Apple, and I've been invested in those probably since 2016. No, probably it's been since 2016, and it was really those three or four positions that birthed everything else that I'm doing right now as far as an investment, because those investments let me know that this stock market is for real, and it can really change your life if you take the time and do it the right way. And it's not an overnight success, right? You have to put in the work, but once you start learning, I've had a lot of trial and error to kind of get in the position that I am right now. And it's helped me figure out a lot of things, and that's why I'm a big um, supporter, or of the stock market. And I don't care who's in office. I don't care about none of that, right? I do care, but I'm talking about as far as my investing mindset or portfolio is not going. My investing mindset is not going to change. Oh, this person's off, so I'm not going to invest, or that person's off, I'm not going to. No, that's not going to happen, right? We in this game to win. We in it for the long haul. We'll take the ups and downs of the market. We'll ride the wave, but we're going to keep this investing going. And Apple has been a major part of that ride over the last few years. So, but yeah, we've invested $1,027 into this challenge. We have purchased 5.245 shares. Like I said, Apple's currently trading at $226 a share. So that's not something to just sneeze on, And it's been almost a year, a little bit less than a year since we started this challenge. So we may not hit that 100 shares this year, but if we stay on track, definitely in 2025, we're going to hit 100 shares of Apple. Like I said, we're only 3.398 shares away from 100 shares of Apple. And we're going to get this dividend reinvestment soon. We'll probably make another investment this week to move us even closer, to get to that 97 shares. That's next up on the list. Got to get to 97 shares. Got to get to 97 before we get to 100. So I could easily sell some other stuff and just make a purchase and get to 100 shares of Apple. And I don't want to do that. I want to just keep building, keep stacking, keep trucking along, and grind it out. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the update, man. 96.602 shares of Apple is where we stand currently. So, I'm actually very proud of that. I remember when Apple split a few years ago, we were at about 70 something shares. So we just, like I said, continue to grind, continue to build, continue to invest consistently. Like, consistency is what is the name of the game, and that's how you can win in this stock market. Be consistent at what you're doing. Make sure you're doing the right thing, and be consistent at doing the right thing, and you'll reap the rewards in the long haul. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you currently investing in Apple right now? Do you have a particular stock or ETF that you have a goal that you want to reach, whether it's 50 shares, 100 shares, 150 shares, 200 shares, whatever the case may be? Let me know in the chat. I would really appreciate it. But until then, man, remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. As always, I'm not a financial advisor, man. Always do your own research. And, I'll leave you with this. If you don't do nothing else, always, always, always invest in yourself. Every time I make a purchase, every time a dividend is reinvested, every time I do a cover call, every time I even pull up Yahoo Finance, I'm investing in myself, and you guys should do the same. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later.